35% of the sales that Amazon makes is through personalized recommendations. Now, Amazon was doing this when there was no concept called AI. If you're a seasoned Amazon user from back in the day, you will still understand that the moment you purchased a product, Amazon was always pushing you more products. Sometimes over email, sometimes over SMS, sometimes over WhatsApp messages, and sometimes from within the app itself. It seemed like they were helpful, but these are personalization strategies. So talking about the trends that one need to be aware of, whether you're a business owner or a marketer in general, or anybody who is interested in AI, here are 5 trends that you can never afford to miss. Hyper-personalization goes beyond the first name. Things have gotten to a greater extent where hyper-personalization is not just a good-to-have feature, it's a standard. If you're only talking about first names when you're sending emails, if you're not customizing, if you're not personalizing it beyond that, you're in trouble. Think about what Netflix does, think about what Amazon does. You don't need great understanding, you don't need to go through white papers to understand this. Look around, see what all the companies that you interact with, whether it is a Netflix, Amazon, or any other company that you're dealing with, what they are doing is exactly what you need to be doing in your business. The second trend that I'm going to be talking about is conversational AI or chatbots. Chatbots have become one of the primary sources of people interactions or customer interactions, which was only a good to have feature in the past. Now it is the own factor, which is not just helping people, but also driving sales, if you believe what I'm saying. There are companies who can go ahead and lead the entire sales process from the moment a visitor visits your website until the until the final checkout happens, including upselling and cross-selling services are handled by chatbots end to end. It's a thing of the past. If you thought chatbots were only here to help you when you're stuck, they are actually leading the path. So if you're not already having a chatbot, or if you're not dealing, or if you're not pushing for chatbots, you're losing out on that extra edge that you can offer to your customers. No-code solutions like TDO and ManyChat are killing it with the features that they have. Like people like you and I can go ahead and have these bots set up, which were only reserved for the premium lot who had in-house developers in the past. Predictive analytics is on the rise. We are just too lazy to go ahead and even look at our own analytics. Forget about predictive analytics. It is time we buckle our shoes. If you're not looking at predictive analytics, has this interesting concept of telling you what is going to happen so that you can allot your budgets, you can allot your manpower, you can allot your resources accordingly so that you don't lose out when the actual demand arises. The predictive models have become so good that 90% accuracy can be achieved in some cases. Imagine 90% accuracy when it comes to predicting something for your business. If that comes true, that's a pot of gold, ladies and gentlemen. The best example to understand this is how Starbucks almost telepathically understands what you need, and based upon your history, your behaviors, your purchase patterns. When we thought they had a magic wand and they exactly knew what we wanted telepathically somehow, but it's all analysis, it's all predictive analytics. Next time you look at those metrics, don't brush them away. Please invest in smallest of the smallest ways you can go ahead and leverage predictive analytics. It could be as simple as analyzing your analytics reports using LLMs like ChatGPT that can give you major insights before you graduate to predictive analytics. You don't have to invest in $1,000 tools. Starting small is definitely the key. Marketing automation was cool, but think about it. We are stepping into an agentic world, which means automations are going to be supercharged, which means automations are going to be on nitro boost with no technical expertise needed. Today, you and I can use platforms like Lovable, we can use platforms like Manus AI and go ahead and execute amazing stuff, and we can build apps. It is definitely not difficult to go ahead and use platforms like Replit or Bolt or Lovable to go ahead and deploy apps. There are ready to customize models, there are ready to customize agents that can go ahead and do unimaginable stuff for you today. Autonomous agents are the only thing which will change whether you survive whether you're ready for what's coming next, because it is going to be crazy and all of us are going to be dealing with only agents. The next trend is video marketing is on an all-time rise. Let me give you a short story. I quit Google in 2011. I started pitching Google Ads services and Facebook Ads services to people. 2011, as you can imagine, is not as mature as it is now. Digital marketing was still on the rise. People still thought website was enough and everything else was just a fad. It turns out they realized that digital is the only place to be in. After a few years, people who have not made the switch have lost a lot of opportunities and left money on the table. Come 2018, I started pitching people about YouTube advertising, and people who did not take up the video advertising, or they thought it was funny, they thought running video ads was silly, and they were just not a company that was meant to do video ads. What happens? The opportunity to get under $1 CPV, which is cost per view, where you could get views for cents on the dollar, they have lost that opportunity. People who made the switch made millions of dollars in terms of opportunity, in terms of leads, in terms of sales, in terms of ROI. That was a wasted opportunity for people who did not make the switch. 2025, I'm telling you, video is going to be crazy, and crazier in fact, and you have so much power to create videos. All you need is just a thought process, a vague idea that tools can go ahead and build out full-fledged videos for you, not just one video, a series of videos, or 10-20 videos that you could easily A/B test using tools today. And platforms like Vidyard and Wistia can give you enormous analytical capabilities and customizing capabilities. Like you can just do one base video and then you can run it across thousands of your customers by personalizing it, customizing it to their names, to their products, to their websites, etc. So these 5 trends, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already doing it, you are leaving money on the table, and it is a short recipe for not being prepared for the AI world. Trust me, you don't want to be in that space. That's it for today. My name is Casey. See you in the next video. Until then, ciao.